Have you ever seen really cheap turbos on Amazon or eBay and wondered just how much power will those things make? Well, in this video, we're gonna find out together when we take my 1979 Ford Fairmont up to the dyno, strap it down, and see just what these turbos are made of. But before we could hit the dyno, I had to take care of a few things like changing spark plugs and looking over the tune-up to ensure that it was safe and ready to start making pulls on the dyno. However, I'm not going to bore you guys with all that footage. Let's jump straight into driving this thing up to the dyno, strapping it down, and seeing just what these little turbos are made of. You ready to get gapped?
Depends on what you're racing.
The dart.
Okay.
Now it's time to make some fueling and timing changes and turn up the boost. Let's see what it makes on this pull. Typical dyno customer. Dead. All right, so that last clip you watched was pretty much the last pull before we decided there's really not much more we can do without more boost. To make more boost, I decided we needed more efficient wastegates. These old eBay wastegates are leaky, and I just feel like they're not doing their job. So instead of just swapping out springs and dealing with a laggy boost, I decided to head to Summit Racing to pick up some more quality wastegates. And that's exactly what we did. But first, if you've ever been to Summit, you know before you take care of any business, you have to walk through the scratch and dent sale. Every once in a while, I find something interesting or worth buying in there. Somebody got in trouble. All right, so we're back from Summit with our new wastegates. I actually already took this one apart and stuck a 12 PSI spring in it. Now we need to do the same to this one, and then we can run back up there, slap them on, and start making pulls again, see where boost is at, and adjust from there. So in this pull, we had the timing extremely conservative, but we made way too much boost and had to shut it down early. So we hooked our wastegate reference lines back up to lower the boost from the last clip, but now I'm drilling small holes to try and get us to that 18 PSI that we're looking for. Well, let's see what you got going on here. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Oh, put me on
Is
the
this
spot.
top secret?
The G spot. This isn't secret. The secret is that Audis are pieces of buying them, and I keep buying them back.
Alright guys, I want to give a big thank you to Justin and Codie at Showroom Shine for allowing us to stick the Fairmont on the dyno to see what these $100 turbos could do. These turbos did not disappoint with a whopping horsepower output of 611 horsepower. We definitely could have squeezed more out of them, but we're on 93 pump gas, and if we want this thing to live, we have to keep it conservative. Now, it's time to go out in the streets of Mexico and see what this power translates to in the real world. But we'll leave that for the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed what you just watched, I would appreciate a like and subscribe so that I know I'm doing something right. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Alright, I'm sorry for how this screen looks. It's just my computer. I don't know how to fix it. So if you guys remember in the last video we did, we had a little contest. And you know, I'm not no big YouTuber, so I don't get too many comments. But if you just took a guess, you had a pretty good chance at winning a free t-shirt. And so if you didn't get it on this one, get in on the next one. Like the video, subscribe, comment a guess that to a question that I put up or whatever, but let's go over and see who won. So we've got this guy. I'll give him that information in a minute. We've got my brother, so he doesn't count. That'd be insider information. About 350. Brother, that's just plain disrespectful. 350? Come on now. I do appreciate all the comments. I thought that was funny. And then, let's see, 600 at best. But his final guess was 780 horsepower. Now, if we would have ran these things out completely with nitrous, maybe 780. But we didn't make anywhere near that, so. Next, we've got a range between 5 and 600. Man, if you would have just said 600, you would have been golden. Then we come down here, and we've got a guy who guessed 580. So I believe this is going to be our winner. So TN Royal, get a hold of me if you're watching this for your free t-shirt.
Oh, say can you see by the